Hey friends, Atascadero Mayor here with a recap of our June 2022 City Council meetings. The first one was on June 14th. We had 6 public hearings. We don't normally have that many. 3 related to assessment districts, which is kind of something standard we go through every year. These are assessment districts, residential areas in town that have their own lighting, landscaping, and road maintenance districts. Then we had Then we had one related to the Atascadero Tourism Business Improvement District, which is the hotels that do their 2% assessment on folks that stay in the hotels. So they use that to market Atascadero and get, as we say, heads and beds. Lastly, we had the downtown business improvement district, and that is the downtown businesses that assess themselves in order to make improvements and to promote the downtown and to create events for all of us. So those are 5 of the 6. The final one was amendments and additions to the fee schedule. So as you can imagine, the city has a lot of services that it provides. So from recreation to planning and things having to do with police or fire or any number of departments. And so in order to be able to offer those services, we have to be able to, of course, recoup the cost of those services. And in order to do that, we have to have a study so that we make sure we are only capturing the cost and nothing more. So the city can't, like a business, charge a premium for a service and make money off of a service. We have to charge what it costs us to deliver. So the last study was done in 2014. We had a new one done this year. And so we looked at our fees and we made some changes to it. Some things went up, some things went down. The city always can make a choice, the council can make a choice whether to subsidize certain things. So certainly we do that with recreation because we believe that in order for us to have the kind of community in which we all want to live, that it is important that kids of all ages be able to have things to do and to be able to participate in activities, and even adults for that matter, that regardless of your financial situation, we want to make it affordable for folks to take classes, to be in softball leagues and things like that. A couple of changes that we did make from what the staff report had originally said. Number one, we did decide to subsidize a little bit of the fees on childcare facilities. We all know what a challenge that is and how important it is for business and our economy for parents to have childcare. So we did choose to subsidize some of those fees. And then we also raised the fees at the zoo. We kept it the same for all kids, but for adults, we changed it from $10 to $12, and for seniors from $9 to $10. So a small change there at the zoo. Then our last meeting was June 28th, and really just one item of note, and it has to do with the Del Rio Marketplace, and that is the northeast corner of Del Rio and El Camino. Finally coming together, and the entire time I've lived here, and both of those corners have been completely vacant. And it is, and more than that. And this here has been our last commercial node. So of course we've got the Hilton Home to Suites that went in over a year ago now. We have the gas station, the Taco Bell and things being built on the corner. But what I'm really excited about is what we looked at last night with Del Rio Marketplace, and that is looking at number one, Valley Fresh Market. I think you've probably all heard by now that Valley Fresh Market is coming to Atascadero. So they will be a major tenant there. The applicant is also looking at adding things like retail, office, potential light industrial makers type spaces. So don't think industrial like somebody's going to be there with, big noisy equipment. That's not what we're talking about. It's more like your coffee roaster, your jewelry maker, something like that. More artisanal in nature. There's also a potential for residential on the upper units, so second and third floor. So we're really excited about this development. I would recommend, if you want to check it out, go online, take a look at I'll put a link here so you can take a look at just the overall plan of what it looks like, kind of see the sketch and what we're anticipating coming. So a lot to consider there. We did have some residents that were concerned about building height. So one of the things that we did is on one of the buildings where if there were balconies on those upper floors, that would have given them the opportunity to, at about a 45 plus foot distance, kind of see into the backyard of neighbors. So we conditioned the project to not have any balconies on that side, and the applicant was absolutely fine with that condition. So We were able to do that. Some of the residents also brought up concerns about solar and the potential blocking of, the sun to hit their solar panels. And the applicant did provide us with some modeling on the shortest day of the year, longest day of the year. And in looking at that, the council felt comfortable that solar units would not be adversely affected on the whole. So we were pleased with the project. We're really excited as a community. I've been hearing from so many of you for so long that, hey, when is something going to get going at Del Rio? And like I said, Hilton Home to Suites bit by bit, but this is a big one for us. And so we're really excited about it. It's going to bring a lot of energy to Atascadero, a lot of things for all of us, our residents, to do, more opportunities to be working here, doing business here, and enjoying. So that is it for June. I will look forward to seeing you next month. As always, reach out to me if you have specific questions about anything. You can certainly bring it here. The best place, though, to do it is to email me. hmoreno@atascadero.org, and I can help to triage and get you the answers you need. All right, bye for now.